Yeah. I would say it wavers for me. Like it's definitely I get a lot of hate, a lot of pushback, a lot of challenges, like internally, externally. But again, it's I made a decision some time ago when I first became CEO of Twitter.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone was telling me I needed a CEO coach,
Mm-hmm.
and I got the CEO coach, and he was a great guy, but like I was learning absolutely nothing. And it just reminded me of all these times when you put so much emphasis on like, who's my mentor? Who am I learning from? Who's my mentor? Who am I learning from? And around that time, I just decided I'm going to shift my mindset. And every single person I talk with, every single encounter I have, every
Mm-hmm.
single problem I face, that's my mentor.
Yeah.
And for it to be a mentor, I have to decide that I'm going to learn something from it. Like
Mm.
every encounter I have is trying to teach me something, and what am I trying to learn from it? And just I would force myself to like write it down like every day and every encounter and just like what did I learn from this? And again, my biggest regrets are when I decided not to learn something from it because it's likely that I would have repeated it or whatnot. So
Mm.
even the negative feedback or the credibility loss is a teaching moment, and it's just a decision of like, am I learning from this or not? And that allows you ownership over it. Like it just like it gives you agency over all this stuff. Like, what is this thing trying to tell me right now? Like, what am I ignoring? What am I being stubborn about? Um, and sometimes I get to the right answer, sometimes I don't, and I just like continue in my ways, and it's a failure. But I just having that mindset instead of having this one mentor in your life, now you have infinite mentors. It's like it's uh it's just an amazing way to approach life and challenges that
You're definitely a learner and talk a lot about it on other, I've seen you talk about it a lot. You're a meditator. Should all CEOs meditate? What are the benefits you get as a CEO? And what do you take from Mark Andreessen talking about how he's not introspective? I thought that was an interesting comment. Like, talk about meditation, CEOs. What do you get from it? Yeah,
him saying that he's not introspective is very introspective of
I
him.
thought that was interesting.
Just to be clear,
Yeah.
um, I didn't get a lot from that, but I do think the when people think of meditation, they think of like this woo woo, like person in the desert, and uh, I've been characterized as that, and looking at the clouds, and like imagine the clouds going by, and your thoughts are the clouds, and make them dissipate. But if you actually get into like true meditation, it's a very physical thing. Like it's a very physical practice, and what you're doing is you're training your mind to focus on one point. One point. Like the meditation retreats I did were 10 days, and you spend the first 3 days sitting from 4:30 in the morning till 9 p.m.,
Yep.
focusing on the feeling of your breath on your upper lip.
Yep.
Just that, and just the sensation of it. And what you're training your mind to do is to sharpen your focus and then just to observe the sensation without reacting to it from an emotional or intellectual standpoint.
Mm.
And then the next 7 days, you go up and down your body and you're scanning for sensations like pain, and you're sitting cross-legged and you can't move for 3 hours at a time.
Mm.
And it's super painful.
Mm.
And you actually observe this pain, and you're just like, you're constantly with this mindset of like, this is impermanent. If I
Mm.
were to stand up, it goes away.
Mm.
And it's just that training your mind to like recognize everything is impermanent. There's no need to suffer or be attached to something that's going to go away.
Mm.
Like and you're doing it in this very small physical way, but then you apply that whole concept to your whole life, every emotion or reaction or encounter you have. So I would recommend it only because it sharpens your focus, it
Mhm.
sharpens your power of observation, and it diminishes your instinct to immediately react to things and to actually see them for what they are and then choose how you want to act with that information.
Mm.
So if you think about it as like a woo woo, head in the clouds, then that's what you're going to get from it. If you see it as a physical practice to make your mind stronger, you'll
Mhm.
get that. And that's what I see, and that's what you practice.
Mm.